Hey, hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and man, so Konami is still doing this demastering or doing ports of the stuff that actually used to sell them in the past, but they refuse to give it anymore. Well, funny how when finally the industry that they were heavily relying on started to collapse, and I'm talking about Pachinko. They it's not giving them any more money and they are want to pivot back to making video games, despite that what we have seen for the most part has been slop. And when they tried to pivot back with Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, well, Unreal Engine 5 unoptimized and with alterations from the source material. Yeah, it's one of what pisses me off with this demaster and all of these ports. They remove stuff that at that point even people have pointed out. So this is not licensed. I could understand a certain degree if there's something related to licensing issues, but that wasn't the case. There were other stuff. But anyway, so since they are continued on this path, because probably they have guessed that even people still had interest in those older games. Well, they announced that they are going to do the remaster of Metal Gear Solid 4. So finally, it's going to leave PS3 jail, and they are also bringing Peace Walker. Now, what is my fucking problem with these companies? Just like what Sega has done, and also Sega just straight burned all the remaining goodwill that they built with the Yakuza series when they did this shit with Yakuza 0 Director's Cut and Yakuza Kiwami 3. So they want to sell you all overpriced ports or unnecessary remakes with alterations that kinda ruins what the original intent of the first experience was delivered from the release of those games. And since they want everyone else to jump on that sport, because number one is the historical revisionist slop, and second off, they can inflate the price of that one, and yes, they see the older existing port distributions as a problem, as an issue, and they go full fucking scorched earth for the already existing ways to access those games. So that's what they did. Like this post has pointed out here, without warning, Konami has delisted the Xbox 360, PS3, and PSP version of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker and the 2014 PSN release of Metal Gear Solid 4. And I had that one. And I have physical copy of Metal Gear Solid 4. I have with the physical copy of Peace Walker for PSP, Xbox 360. And I have the port, the digital version of Xbox 360 as well. So I don't have issues of replaying those. So look at this. The store page for Peace Walker HD on PS3 is completely gone. Shame on them for this. It's because they see that as an inconvenience. Because also, if they are going to do more alterations, like we have seen in a lot of cases, when they are demastering a lot of games, they don't want you to get access to the old stuff and see those changes. It's how things works. And I have to wonder because I remember in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, you had a lot of scenes where you could see the pantsu intentionally of the female characters from Paz, from Cecil, from Chico's sister, Manda, I think it was. Yeah, that one I forgot, but I remember in Metal Gear Solid 4, you had the PMC sisters. Well, not necessarily sisters. It was a way to referring to them, especially when you could unlock those scenes when you can do some gravure recording in there, if you know what I mean. Well, yes. Even those are back up already in the 7 Cs. Metal Gear Solid 4, they already back up that game and do a install file for the PS3, and also they are trying to get that one right, or if not, they already did on the PS3 emulator on PC. For Peace Walker, you can play that shit emulated on the PSP emulator on PC without any sort of issue. Well, yeah, it's it's hilarious how they want to do that. Uh, they they're just telling you beforehand. So you really want to make me buy the over-spexing one when this option already exists, and probably you are going to do some changes. Probably changes that, yeah, those two could give you some issues. Remember, Rockstar Games with GTA Defective Trilogy Edition did the same shit. They released an unoptimized, broken mess, and it's hilarious because they own the fucking code of those games and also removed stuff from them. Just saying, we have seen this pattern is so fucking tiresome, but that's it. Thanks for watching and please, take care.